So we're out here today, up on the plateau, hunting garnets. And, not being super serious about it, but, yeah, doing okay, getting some big ones. This is our super secret garnet hunting spot that everybody locally knows about, but they don't necessarily know about my super secret ways. They all spend their time digging. It's faster just to walk around. But, yeah, this is the old Lions Ranch, and I thought it'd be fun to view the old slot canyon there in the graves. At least we think they're graves. You can see maybe it's a mine. Not much here if it's a mine. I suppose it could be a mine. Always wanted to know, but I figure it's bad juju. This is a beautiful little slot canyon. We're in the heart of bad cowboy country. We're 1 mile, maybe a mile and a quarter from the stage road. The very famous stage road, of course, that ran between Virginia City and Bannock, Montana. And so it's the heart of lots of, running gun battle stagecoach robberies. In fact, most of the ones you've seen in the cowboy movies, probably based off of right out here. We always keep our eyes peeled for any signs in some of these canyons that they might have been one of the hideouts, because a lot of the stories talk about how these men just sort of vanished into, the Badlands out here. This is one of the ones I've always felt was quite suspicious, simply because, it's this narrow rocky gorge. You can pop your head up anywhere, and you basically can see the whole place. Because of this meander down through here, you can't actually see up into the gorge. You have these nice stepping rocks, and it narrows up in a series of waterfalls. And it just always seemed to me like a great place, if I was a baddie, to do my hiding out. So what do we keep our eyes open for when we're out here? A real big tell would be brass shotgun shells. That'd be a great tell. They talk about the running gun battles, and brass shotgun shells were hardly unusual, but they were, I don't say pricey, but you kept them, and you reloaded them. So, you're not talking guns that eject their shells by themselves. You're talking, breakovers and over-unders and side-by-sides, and they don't actually usually spit their shells out in this day and age because you didn't want to, because you want to save your shells. So if you ever found a brass 12-gauge shell out here, or more than one of them, that'd be a great sign. Also look for snakes too. But here, we'll wander up this canyon. And this is the type of stuff that we take and show people if they're willing to take our big limousine tours. See what I mean? You can't even see up in here. It's like a natural fort. And then we bring people out here and talk to them about stuff like that. Now the striations you can see here are from the glaciers, which basically polished off the top. But there you go. You pop up, you can see the stage road. You got avenues of escape. I'm not saying this is one of the canyons that they wrote about. I'm just saying it's not a bad guess. Little pile of fortification rocks here. Hold off the white hats as long as you need. They do talk about at least one stagecoach. The treasure was never found. And there's actually another slot canyon very similar right over there. Treasure was never found. Yeah, well, that's just smart robbers, unfortunately, in most places. It means that they took it, and rather than blowing it all in one spot, they held on to it maybe a couple of years. Maybe they melted it down and recast it. They dribbled it out as opposed to spinning it all in one spot. But, yeah, this is Sweetwater Range. We're Lyons Brothers Sheep Ranch. Looking down at the graves, Slot Canyon. And you can just imagine a team of horses on the road from Dillon. Well, it'd be Bannock. On the road from Bannock. They're lathered up. Gonna get them close. They changed the horses right down about 2 miles that way. Canyon, you can't see. Change the horses there, and they would pop them. They would pop them up here on the plateau, and they would plop them in the canyon as they came up from the other direction, because the horses were climbing from both directions and were tired. Yeah, pretty cool. This is like legit old Wild West stuff. And there's my little munchkin right over there, hunting for garnets with his mommy. You guys come out here, I'll bring you out. I'll take you up on the plateau. You can see how a man could die out here and never be found. Thanks for watching.